Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Deep dive into how the Miami Heat's offense has changed over the years. In the last 2 seasons, the Miami Heat have been one of the worst offensive teams in the league. Even beyond the usual offensive rating numbers, they looked bad. There was too much stagnant offense, a lot more isolation and post-ups, shot profile resembling a team from the mid-2000s. And it revolves around producing a bunch of inefficient looks. But it wasn't always like this. Their offense wasn't always in the mud. Here are the Heat's offensive ratings overall and in the half-court over the last 5 seasons, per cleaning the glass. That 2020 season is like a polar bear in Arlington, Texas. What is different about this team and one that was third in half-court offense? Is it a simple Jimmy Butler playing better? Is it Duncan Robinson having one of the most efficient shooting seasons in NBA history? Or was assistant coach Dan Craig behind it all, and he took the offense to Los Angeles when he left? On that note, it does kind of make sense when you look the team's rankings on defense and offense. Erik Spoelstra is an elite defensive coach, and I would trust that man to build an elite defense with me as the starting guard. Which is why out of 16 years, he had 13 seasons in the top 10, 5 seasons in the top 5, and only 1 season below average. But when you look at offense, 9 out of 16 are below average, only 5 in the top 10, and 5 in the bottom 10. Because there's nothing else going on in the NBA world, Stephen Curry getting extended for 1 year was the highlight of the week. I ended up going down rabbit holes and looking at all kinds of stats. How often the Heat use different play types. How efficient they were in those play types. The tracking stats for both team and the players. The touches. The passes. The shot profile. All of the main indicators of what and how the offense was run. So, let's review all of that and see how it has combined to contribute to their lackluster offense in the last 2 seasons. 2024 NFL Power Rankings, Chiefs defend throne in three-peat bid. Kansas City begins the 2024 season where it wrapped last season, atop the NFL Power Rankings. The Chiefs opened defense of consecutive Super Bowls and a bid for an historic three-peat on Thursday at home, facing a team capable of knocking them from the cushioned perch in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens. Even-keeled Andy Reid and the Chiefs won't get too worked up over holding the top spot in subjective rankings in September, having proved that winning a Super Bowl doesn't mean being your best in the fall. There are contenders new and old in the NFC, bidding to win the Lombardi Trophy in New Orleans in February. But can anyone beat Patrick Mahomes? We asked our NFL writers to help rank stack the field ahead of Week 1. 32, New England Patriots, prepared to take lumps in a transition from Bill Belichick to Jared Mayo. The Patriots need playmakers to take a step forward. 31, Minnesota Vikings. Not only will they miss Kirk Cousins, the Vikings are likely to be early sellers to make up for trading away many valuable draft picks. Minnesota has its first-rounder in 2025, and 2 fifth-round choices, but will head coach Kevin O'Connell be around to coach next year's rookie class? 30, Las Vegas Raiders. A step up is possible for the Raiders' defense. 2 steps back might be reality on the other side of the ball, where Gardner Minshew enters Week 1 as the starter. 29, New York Giants. When stacked against the rest of the NFC East, the Giants appear to have a AAA roster and too many holes to overcome. Fans are speculating about Jimmy Butler's future in Miami. Jimmy Butler's time with the Miami Heat could be coming to an end. After years of remaining loyal to the Heat, there are now many rumors of Butler possibly leaving for another franchise at the start of the 2025 free agency. If that happens, where will Butler go? This was a question posed by Legion Hoops on X, and it drew a ton of responses immediately. Some people were certain that Butler will switch coasts and will soon be playing for the Golden State Warriors. The idea of Butler on the Warriors might excite some, and he would be fun to watch alongside Stephen Curry, but that doesn't mean it'll happen. Others think that the Philadelphia 76ers, Los Angeles Lakers, or Heat will get Butler in free agency. In fact, numerous people think the Heat will ultimately keep Butler, even though there is speculation about him leaving right now. They feel that when push comes to shove, he will stick around in Miami. Finally, some people couldn't help but joke about a future where Butler has to take his talents overseas. The chances of him leaving the NBA are very slim because Butler is still a supremely talented player and is doing great things for the Heat. He averaged 20.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 5 assists per game last season, even at 34 years old. Butler is still a big talent, but he apparently does not see eye to eye with the Heat about his future. There have been rumors of him not being offered what he desires for a contract extension, hence the talk of him leaving Miami. It is not clear where he would go, but everyone agrees that Butler would immediately become an in-demand free agent if he decides to head for a new franchise. And are you a fan? What do you think of Jimmy Butler leaving? Leave your opinion in the comments.